We will now show you what the set time, date, and time zone menu looks like. Time, minutes, seconds, month, day, year, your latitude, your longitude. Remember, we are on the west side of GMT, so all our values for longitude will be a negative value, as well as the time zone. The time zone will be a negative value referred to in reference to GMT. And as you can see, we can go lower and go to Pacific Standard Time, or we will leave it in Eastern Daylight Time. Once you make the last entry, press enter, and that's completed. Next on the menu, we'll cover sunset duration. This is the amount of time it takes for the lights to go from zero brightness all the way to full brightness. Again, this is a demo system, so I can go all the way down to zero if I so choose. However, you will be limited to 3 minutes to 40 minutes. A typical value would be somewhere around 15 minutes. We will leave it at a low value for our simulation. Sunset duration, same scenario, except that this adjusts the amount of time it takes for the lights to go from full brightness all the way down to the night light level, if you so set it, or zero value to turn the lights completely off. Again, this value is adjustable. In our case, we will accelerate it to 0.3, but in the system that you receive, you're limited to 9 minutes to 90 minutes. The night light level, you select that based on your layout of the bird room, or you can bring it all the way down to zero and you would have no night lights. In our case, we're going to leave it at 40, and we will have a night light for our initial simulations. Next is the new feature, fixed sunrise start. Sunrise start time will be fixed for the boost and rest mode only. Right now it's in the off position or condition. We'll turn it on, turn it off. We will leave it on for our simulations at this time. Now this is where we start making preparations for our breeding session. We'll start with the typical boost starting hours, anywhere from say 8 minutes to 10 hours. 8 hours to 10 hours. Your preference. The number of hours that you would like to have at the peak of your breeding session, typically 14, 15 hours. We'll leave it at 14. And the number of days that you wish to do this accelerated time increase. And again, it is selectable. It'll go up to 120 days and as short as 14 days. You get to pick the value. This shows you, with the value that we just entered, what the sunrise and sunset time alteration will be for the boost mode. As you can see in this mode, with the values we have, sunrise will be delayed 1 minute and 20 seconds. Sunset will be delayed by 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This will commit to starting the boost mode. We will skip over that. We'll come back to it later. Same scenario, rest starting hours. Again, we will start with a high number of hours. We will end up with lower hours because we want to give the birds a rest. And the number of days we want to accomplish this task in. And this can be a very low value. Typically not as high as the boost mode would be. So we'll pick 36 days. It sounds good to me. And with the values that we entered in our previous parameters, this will show you what the daylight change would be for the values that we entered. 2 minutes and 13 seconds in the morning, 4 minutes and 36 seconds at night. And the next menu will commit to starting the rest mode. We will skip over that again. Manual sunrise time. This is when you are in manual operation, okay? I'm sorry, we can't change it because we're in automatic mode at this time. Okay, so we'll have to go back one step and go to the menu, and we need to turn off automatic sunrise and sunset. If you're in automatic mode, you cannot manually change things. So we must turn that mode off. And here is auto sunrise sunset. We will turn it off. And now we can proceed to change our sunrise time. Let's change that. Let's make it 7 o'clock. How about 7:07? Sunset time, same scenario. 17:40. And sunrise, automatic sunrise sunset, we just covered that. This is a simulation with the values that you entered if you want to see what a sunrise duration would look like. It's only a simulation, very seldom used. Manual sunset, same scenario. And this is to adjust the elapsed number of days when you are in boost or rest mode. Should you wish to make an alteration once the system is started, you can add or subtract days from it. And this next system is a very simplistic help menu to help you get started. Describes what the modes of operation are and what the entries mean.